night, and that means we're going to have fun. My name is Mark Mulligan, and I know you're just getting logged on right now to watch the show. It's going to be a fun one tonight. In fact, many of you are going to be on tonight's show because you've sent in video of you requesting your favorite songs. And so it's going to be fun to see your faces on the show tonight. Good time to go to your fridge and grab something to drink. And also, if you have a friend that you think might be interested in some fun music that goes with that scenery that's behind me. In case you're wondering where we're doing the show from tonight, we are at a place called Pelican Beach Condos, and that's in San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. And that's just minutes from my home, because, see, I live right over that way in a place called Miramar, kind of near Guaymas. And San Carlos, of course, is where I do my singing. And San Carlos is where I hope to sing for you one day when all the travel situation is better for everybody. But in the meantime, I'm going to be bringing a little bit of San Carlos to you tonight with my music. And looking forward to having you join me. So please do me a favor. Share this with anybody you think would be interested. They've got a couple minutes to hop onto my Facebook fan page and join us. The last few weeks, I was joined by a friend of mine named Rudy B., and we had to kick his butt out of this country to finally get rid of him. He was supposed to be here for a week. He ended up becoming like the video of a Mark Mulligan song of Just Came Down Here for the weekend 25 years ago. He's back in Phoenix now, but he's still with us in spirit. In fact, we're going to let Rudy start off the night tonight as people are getting logged on. He's going to kick things off as my opening act, and we're going to go back to last week's show on this video when we did a really, really fun tribute to Giggles just down the street at her legendary home/bar that's known as a bar down in Mexico. So, take it away, Rudy B.
You know, I wrote this song about Mark Mulligan, but I have to tell you, one of the very first things that happens in this song, we talk about Giggles. Well, here it is. Here we go. I sang with Mulligan in a Mexican bar. He was part hooligan and he was part rock star. Well, I'm a guitar playing fool again. Ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, well, we heard about him singing in a Mexican jail. That's true. There was an 8-ball to his head, you know, that's a really good tale. It was. There was giggles pouring drinks in this living room. Yeah. Well, they all made their way into one of his tunes. Well, I sang with Mulligan in a Mexican bar. He was part hooligan and he was part rock star. I'm a guitar playing hooligan. Well, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, all night we heard about him sailing on his Hobie Cat. And the pelicans and dolphins in San Carlos, cause that's where he's at. And his favorite senorita, Elsa, 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 and all 4 kids. You'll find him singing for a living at one of his gigs.
Help us out, everybody!
Yeah. Well, I sang with Mulligan in a Mexican bar. He was part hooligan and he was part rock star. Well, I'm a guitar playing fool again. Well, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan, ever since I met Mark Mulligan. Woo!
Thank you, Rudy B., for opening up the show today with the ballad of Mark Mulligan. Welcome, everybody, to another Monday night. Whoever knew Mondays would be so fun. Down here somewhere, south of somewhere, at the bay. They're jumping today. There's a fisherman out on a boat. He throws out a net and he hauls up his catch and he heads back to the sandy shore, to a house by the dock with a door that don't lock, where there's music on the radio. It won't take too long, he'll be singing a song and cooking on an open stove. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that keep me hanging round down here. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. See, this just goes with that view behind me, doesn't it? Colors so bright and dresses so tight, I see ladies walking down the street, lovers romancing, barefoot and dancing, grooving to a tropic beat. In the sea of confusion, I kick off my shoes and catch her looking back at me. She flashes a smile, we laugh for a while, till she says, "You want to dance with me?" It's the tropical sun, it's a midnight run to an island or distant shore that keeps me coming back for more time and time again. It's the tacos and rice, the salsa and spice, the smell of the sea in the air. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. You just want to dive in that water behind me? And the palm trees are swaying like dancers, moving to the sound of the wind. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that keep me hanging round down here. I think I'll have another beer. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. Welcome, everybody, to the show today. It is so fun doing these Mondays with you guys, and thanks to all the newcomers joining us, too. Hey, you know what's going to make today kind of fun? I get to see your faces instead of you being stuck looking at mine this whole time. Thank you for the folks that sent in video requests of songs, and I got to tell you, I was surprised by some of the songs. Some of you guys pulled some out that I haven't played in a while, and I didn't expect to get the request, so that made it even more fun. And I learned something else. A lot of you guys have the same taste because on 3 of the songs, more than one person requested the same one. So tell you what, why don't we right now do one of those video requests? And I'm going to start off with the very first person who sent in their request, and I appreciate it. Taylor Nelson is watching us from Phoenix, and Taylor is a longtime fan, and I really, really appreciate it. And you're going to hear why right here. So here is my friend Taylor Nelson requesting her favorite Mark Mulligan song.
For the record, this is probably the 5th time I've tried to record this video. Anyway, hi, I'm Taylor. One time in Mexico, Mark told me that he really likes when I come to his shows and when I bring friends because they bring in, quote, my demographic. ever since then, I have had all my friends listen to Mark Mulligan, and I bring them to shows whenever they can. But the song I always have them start with is Jesus Loves You, because I have been obsessed with that song since I was probably 12. You can ask my parents. It has always been my song. Now my mom will text me during the live streams and say, hey, Mark's singing your song, and I'll hop on. But yeah, so my request for today is Jesus Loves You. Mom, you don't have to text me this time because I promise I'm watching. And yeah, happy Monday, guys. Cheers.
Thank you so much for that request and for listening to me all this time. And here is your song request. First you stiff the waitress, then you slam the door. You backed into a Buick, and then you blew on down the road. I wonder what were you thinking as you took off down the block, screaming like a madman and flipping people off. Just about then I thought I'd seen it all, until I saw that big old sticker on the back of your car, and it said, Jesus loves me, and I did a double take. I can't speak for our Savior, but there's gotta be some mistake. Now this ain't from the gospel, no, you won't hear this at church. Yeah, Jesus loves you, the rest of us think you're a jerk. Maybe you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, so you're having a bad day, huh? Well, get over it. Maybe your mama didn't love you, your gal dumped you, or the job's driving you insane. Go ahead, shout out to the Lord to quit screaming his name in vain. There you go, cussing out the traffic cop. I bet God's looking down, begging you to please shut up. As you say, Jesus loves me. Dude, I've actually got some doubts. Take a good look at the good book. This ain't what it's all about. Now here's a revelation. Take it for what it's worth. Sure, Jesus loves you, but the rest of us think you're a jerk. He said he came for sinners. Man, you're his kind of guy. But now I look into the mirror, and my God, I realize, who am I fooling, thinking I'm better than you? Yeah, Lord, forgive me. I know not what I do, 'cause just like you, I say, Jesus loves me, and I know that's true. Even when I don't get just what he sees in you. How can I point my finger like you're the big sinner when I just might be the worst? Hey, thank God, Jesus loves me, even when I'm a jerk. Now I hope we both make it to heaven. I just pray you get there first. Yeah, Jesus loves you. One more time, everybody, because it's true. Jesus loves you. Hey, gang, let's just leave it at that. I got to tell you real quickly, thank you. I got to tell you one of my favorite Taylor stories, Taylor Nelson. She, you know, obviously she's not exactly representative of the age demographic that tends to listen to Mark Mulligan. And I heard that she was with her friends in the car one time, friends of all of her age group, and they're listening to stuff that, you know, that they listen to, hip hop or pop or whatever they might be listening to, all the cool stuff that, you know, does not exactly define Mark Mulligan. And apparently, so in this random mix of music they were listening to, came the beginning of one of my songs called Third World Cantina, and it starts off, bartender, otra tequila. And she says she lunged for her radio, for her stereo, to hit stop because all of her friends were looking at her with this weird look on her face, and she just said to all of her friends, it's a long story. So Taylor, thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate it. And we have coming up in just a little while Well, actually, coming up right now, we're going to do one for your parents. Great people, and they are up in Munns Park, Arizona, near Flagstaff right now, and they're right near where this song takes place. Now, this one, they're making me work on it. This isn't even on any of my albums, folks. This goes back to my original home project that was on a cassette tape called The Things I Love. Actually, Pablo, would you mind handing me? I'm going to show people. I only have like 5 copies of this thing. De los discos allá? I'm going to show you what this album looks like because you probably have never even seen it. We later put it onto CD. Pablo, no sé si puedes. This is called The Things I Love. He's going to get a close-up of it. And this is... I don't even have this with my other songs because, to be honest with you, it's not up to the par. It's not up. It's the first thing I ever did. It was a home project, a $10 an hour studio job from a friend of mine who later ended up becoming a comedy writer for the Frasier Show. So, but it's got a couple songs that I do enjoy playing, and I'd love to re-record someday. And this is actually one of those. So can I hand you that? And this goes out. Let's hear the request for it. Don and Robin Lemire, tell us why you want to hear this song.
Hi, Mark. Don and Robin here. Hey, we're loving these concerts about your beautiful sandy beaches and beautiful Cortez waters. And yes, that is a favorite. However, Don and I have something else in mind today.
Being that we're up here in Munns Park, just south of Flagstaff, we would like to hear A1 Mountain Road.
Thanks.
Bye.
Don and Robin, I hope you're enjoying that nice cool weather up near Flagstaff right now. We're heading up to your neighborhood on this song, A1 Mountain Road. Every now and then, when city life and crowds have got me down, I close my eyes and I travel down the highways of my mind to a place I know. The only place I'd want to go when I feel this way, when it seems I'd hardly make it through the day. Seems so long ago since I last laid eyes on A1 Mountain Road and felt the rain. And I remember how I used to spend the day out there alone. Felt like the world was all my own, far from home. It's the peace of mind that I once used to know. Walking down A1 Mountain Road. And tomorrow didn't matter, 'cause it seemed so far away, as I traveled down that dusty road on a lazy summer day. Looking back, it's plain to see how the time just slipped away, leaving me with nothing here but memories of yesterday. Now I see myself running round in circles in my mind all the time, like I'm searching for something that I can never hope to find. Every time I wander around this town, I come to know, should I stay or should I go? Walking down A1 Mountain Road. Yeah, I wonder, should I stay or should I go? Walking down A1 Mountain Road. Out of the archives on that one, originally off a cassette tape. Don and Robin, thanks for the request. Let's see what we got up next for a request. Anais?
Hi, Mark. It's Bill Thompson and Cheryl Howell sending you the following video from our green grass of Alberta, Canada, with our song request for this evening show. I'm sure that the title is exactly what happens when other people think of our memories of being with you, be it in San Carlos at the Lapa Lapa Brega, or in Alamos, Urbanometry, And we want to say thanks for all the wonderful memories and cheers to many more.
Crazy man singing this song for you. I got the sea and the shore outside my door. Slap me if I ever complain. It's morning on the island, the sun is shining, and I'd be smiling today.
Cheryl and Bill, that was so cool seeing you guys dancing to this song out there. This one goes out for you. The economy has got you down. Is it me, or is that a frown? That upside down smile never looked good on you. Down in the tropics, out on the island, a crazy man says, I be smiling. These days, what else you gonna do? Listen to the crazy man singing this song for you. I got the sea and the shore outside my door. Slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Bad news is getting old. The weather's hot, but the world is cold. Ain't it time that we all have a little fun? Today's music is in the crapper. Techno-pop and gangster rappers. Those nasty old thugs ain't ever gonna bring me down. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. We got the sea and the shore outside my door.
Crazy man singing this.
Never complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Take it away, Bill and Cheryl. Out there in your own mosh pit in Alberta, Canada. This little ditty don't make sense. Hey, I don't care. Just want to dance. So take my hand, let's groove till the sun goes down. It's a crazy old world, but I think I'll stick around. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Everybody, we got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Everybody now, we got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling. One more time. The sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. Mulligan's Island, the sun is shining, and I be smiling today. And Bill and Cheryl, I'm glad you be dancing today. Thank you for doing that. You make me feel like a rock star. Let's see what we got up next.
Hey, Mulligan. This is Chrissy from Tolleson, Arizona. I miss you so much. Too bad we can't see you live. Your name keeps on coming up. Yesterday, I was at the Gormans, Connie, Donna, Jason. We were watching Fenway Park, Live Nation, Jimmy Buffett, but it didn't compare to your show. So that was the first time we were mentioning how good your shows are. Secondly, I found your Slap Me If I Ever Complain t-shirt just today while I was cleaning out my things, so I put it on an honor of you. And thirdly, I just saw your Facebook post, and I want some of your mama's cookies. So I will share, so send them over. We love you, Mark. Bye.
Christina, looks like you were listening to that last song we just played. Thank you for wearing that shirt. I'm glad you be smiling today, too. And this one goes out for you because I know it's one of your favorites, and we're sending it out that way to John Gorman. Sing along with me, Christina, and everybody else out there if you know this one. We're going out of the archives on this. And no time for siesta, a tropical fiesta. Oh, won't someone please help John off the floor? Pretty señorita, they're drinking margaritas. Otra cerveza, por favor. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be leaving, but there's always mañana for me to go home. Someone shouts arriba. Wait, we're going to do that again so you guys on your couch can sing that with me. Ready? Someone shouts arriba. A bottle of tequila. Another shot and John will be feeling all right. The telephone is ringing, but everybody's singing. Somewhere south of somewhere on a Saturday night. That was shameless self-promotion right there. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be leaving, but there's always mañana for me to go home. 'Cause there ain't no boat and there ain't no plane. You can't hop a bus and you can't board a plane. Your credit card's maxed and your money's all gone. So have another drink and keep singing this song. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be leaving, but there's always mañana. Come on, everybody. There's always mañana. There's always mañana. I know I should be leaving, but there's always mañana for me to go home. For me to go home. For us to go home. All right, tell you what, let's take another request here. I think I recognize this guy who's making another one. Chris, can you help him? Can you help him? All right, let's get to our next request.
You know, Mark Mulligan, while you're at it, I would really love to hear Corona Sunset. Can you do that for old Sonny Jim, please?
Sonny Jim, it's good to see you, and thank you for joining us tonight. So Sonny Jim normally does his show on Wednesday nights, but I hear that tomorrow night he's going to be doing it instead. They're switching to Tuesday for this week only, he and John Patty on the Sonny Jim music page. And Sonny Jim, you share the same musical taste as Maggie Murray and my mother. You're in good company because they also wanted to hear this song. And wouldn't you know it, I think I know why James wants to hear this song. He is the co-writer of this song, and he definitely wants the performance royalties. There is a check for 7 cents in the mail to Sonny Jim following this song. Corona sunset, margarita moon, Spanish guitars serenade the sky with a tune. Waves kissing the shore, in time for just one more Corona sunset and margarita moon. They say down here crazy things can happen. And this past week we're living proof. A mixed up reservation, a casual hello, a Couple drinks and next thing we knew, it was Corona sunsets and margarita moon. Suddenly, mañana's coming way too soon. Wish this night could somehow last instead of fading away so fast like Corona sunsets and margarita moon. Our footprints in the sand will soon be washed away as echoes of tonight fade with the breeze. You'll be back in your world and I'll be off in mine, looking back on distant memories. Sails out on the sea, silhouettes of you and me, and Corona sunsets. Now your boarding pass is printed and your bags are packed. Just like that, reality's closing in. But this evening sky has got me thinking crazy thoughts. Perhaps this story doesn't end with this Corona sunset and margarita moon. Is it me, or are you kind of wondering too? Will these summers disappear or lead us both back here to Corona sunsets and margarita moon? Will the salt air on the breeze again find you and me under Corona sunsets? I know I'll never forget Corona sunsets and margarita moon. Sonny Jim, I enjoyed writing that song with you at Island Fest a couple of years back. I had that song mostly finished, but it was kind of hitting a roadblock. And we grabbed a bottle of rum and a couple of guitars, and next thing you knew, we finished that up. And then what was really cool was when I went to Nashville to record it, what really made this song special was having Wendy Newcomer, who's just a fabulous singer, join me as the duet performance on that song. That's off the White Sand, Warm Sun, and Salty H2O CD. Thanks for the request. I'll tell you what, this next one is another one that two of my close friends out there who would really hit it off, by the way. These guys would love each other. They both wanted to hear the same song. So let's first hear one of the requests going all the way to Virginia on my buddy Charlie on this one.
A couple years ago, Claudia and I were on our way from Puerto Penasco to San Diego, where we reached a lonely military outpost checkpoint. And suddenly, we had a knock on the window. Who was it? Mark Mulligan. Amazing. And he employed us to not go to San Diego, but to go to San Felipe instead, where we spent a fun weekend with him. So my favorite song is Turn Around and Run.
Well, Charlie, thank you for that. I will never forget that day that you turned around and ran instead of crossing the border, and you actually drove all the way to Baja with Claudia. And awesome of you to do that. Hey, But like I mentioned, another friend of mine also had a request that's very similar to Charlie, and I'd like to hear what he has to say about it too. So actually, two of my friends, Sean and Cheryl Castle, let's go and hear why they'd like to hear this next song.
Turn Around and Run. That's the song that we discovered Mark Mulligan on driving to work one day after returning from Mexico.
Turn around and run!
I love it, Sean and Sharon Meddy. So this goes out for you guys and the LeClairs watching in Cape LeClaire, Virginia. Everybody, let's sing this together. From a week in paradise, I got used to holding you close every night. As we come down from the clouds and touch the ground, you're squeezing my hand so tight. Paradise is behind us, where we learned less is really more, and all we needed was each other. Then what are we coming back for? Everybody, let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free, or just hang out on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. This big old city's so full of people buzzing around like flies, all stressed out in their everyday world, dressed up in their suits and their ties, trying to achieve the next level with a bonus they can buy that new car or a big house just to keep the family. They think those things are who they are. You know this part. Let's turn around and run back to the sea and the sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free, or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. All right, all you guys on your couches. La 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 la. La 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 la. Come on, you can do better. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now we were suffering from a delusion. We could leave all this behind. No choice but collect our baggage. Get ready for that 9-to-5 grind. As we lugged our way to the exit, I could see the question in her eyes. So I answered with a smile. I grabbed her hand. Next plane back to paradise. Let's turn around and run back to that Mexico sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free, or just hang out on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. One more time, let's all run. Let's turn around and run back to that San Carlos sun. Don't need much to have fun, just some lotion and some rum. We could snorkel for free, or make love on the beach, lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Lay around in the sun. Smartest thing we've ever done. Let's turn around and run. Doesn't that sound like a game plan to you guys? Thank you, Charlie LeClaire, and also Sean and Shara and Maddie Castle for that request. Hey, real quickly on your screen, you can actually see there's a different link on there today in addition to my PayPal. And the reason why, I'm getting a lot of emails from people who tell me, you know what, Mark, I for whatever reason, I haven't done PayPal or I don't do it or I prefer a different method. I want to thank my friends Chris and Mary because just before today's show, they set me up with Venmo. So if that's more convenient for you, there it is right there on the screen. It's Venmo. It's Mexico, Mark Mulligan. That's all you need to know. And, of course, my PayPal link is still on there. Thank you, guys, for supporting this show as you do week after week. It means the world to us. I didn't dream when we started doing this back in March that we'd still be able to stay alive doing these online shows. But you guys have joined me week after week and kept me and my family going. So thank you very much. I also want to thank Seaside Realty because the last several weeks, they've provided me with this as my backdrop. What a awesome place. Not only am I doing the show from here tonight, they are putting my family and me up for another mini vacation starting today. We're going to be here the rest of the week at Pelican Beach, which is awesome because you kind of feel like you're off on your own, but you're not far away from town. We got this beautiful view behind us, a little pool down there. We're in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath condo. It's just an amazing spot. This is where Rudy B. stayed, courtesy of Seaside Realty, the last time I was here. Do me a favor, if you ever come down to San Carlos, which I hope you will do, see that logo on that side of the screen up there? It says Seaside Realty. Always check them out before you come down because in addition to this place, they've got homes, they've got other stuff on the beach. No matter what you're looking for, they will take care of you. And thank you, Seaside, again, for treating me like a rock star. You're spoiling me. No more Motel 6 for this boy. We are going back to Cape LeClaire, Virginia for this next request. Let's see what we got.
Hello, Mark. Thanks for inviting us to Monday Night with Mark. One of my favorite songs, since you already played my favorite one, The Backroads from your early times, is This Ain't Me, your trip from Phoenix, and all about getting out of the city. I love that song. Play it for me, please.
Claudia, I love you. I still remember the day I was losing my voice at a show in Sierra Vista, and I needed a shot of Cointreau to keep it going. They didn't have it in the bar I was at in Sierra Vista, so she got in her car and drove all the way to a liquor store, bought me an entire bottle, and snuck it into the bar so I could keep my voice and not lose my gig that night. That was probably the best Cointreau I ever had. Thank you, Claudia, to you and your whole family, and this song goes out for you. Miles and miles and miles of asphalt, rooftops as far as I can see. These stores have things I never knew even existed, and they're all necessities. 6 months, 3 weeks, 2 days accounting. But don't it feel like it's been years? I look out at this big old town and wonder, what in the world am I doing here? 'Cause there ain't no sun setting over the water. There ain't no soft warm sand beneath my feet. I heard I was doing well, they call this town big time. But can't you see, this ain't me. My body's here, but my soul is somewhere beside the sea. These people, they never slow down. You gotta drive about an hour just to get to the other side of town. Why go there? It all looks the same. Strip malls and stucco walls and hamburger chains. And the kids here, they don't play outside. You walk through the neighborhood, there's not a soul in sight. And the stars, they must have disappeared. 'Cause the only lights I see at night are planes bringing more people here. The sign says, welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. Population more than I can take. Yeah, to me it's all just LA, California. Without the sea, nah, this ain't me. And this ain't the town that I remember in my dreams. Drive-bys and road rage fill the headline. Late at night I hear those sirens scream. Now the smog's so thick I can't see the horizon. Won't someone wake me from this crazy dream? Oh, 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 oh. Now it's 5 o'clock, madness out on the freeway. Come Monday plays on my radio. But tonight I think I'll blow right past that exit. Aim for the distance, keep on going. 'Cause I need a sun setting over some water. I need some soft warm sand beneath my feet. I gotta watch a wave breaking on the shoreline. Hey, can't you see? That's more like me. Forget about this town, I'm heading back to the sea. Claudia, thank you so much for the request, but you know what? We're not done with the LeClaire family over there in Virginia watching us, because David also had a request. David is and Chip are Charlie and Claudia's kids, and they've been watching me since they were underage drinking in a bar that I'm not supposed to mention on a camera. I'm just kidding. They were legal age. David, let's hear what song it is you would like to hear.
Hey Mark, it's Dave LeClaire. I wanted to put in my special request for one of your songs. Most people think that my favorite song of yours is The Harbor, and I love that song. However, I have one that I like a little bit more. You don't play it very often, but I love the imagery in this song, and it holds a special place in my heart. It's The Wind. So if you wouldn't mind playing that, that'd be fantastic. Thanks, Mark. Hope to see you soon.
Hey, David, thank you. You know, I always think of you when I sing the song The Harbor, and I forget. You and I have talked about this song here before, so I appreciate the request. Also, Dave, you're not alone in wanting to hear the song tonight. Let's go to another person, another friend of mine who would like to hear this.
Hey, Mark. This is Dennis Swint from Mesquite, Texas. You might remember me from Guatemala. We really haven't spent that much time together, you know. I don't have very many of your CDs or anything like that. There is this one song that you put out that really means a lot to me. It's called The Wind. Because there's one thing consistent in my life. It's no matter where I think I'm going to wind up, I always end up somewhere else. Well, thank you very much, and have a nice day.
I'm so glad that both of you asked for the song tonight, because I seldom get a chance to play it. It's one of those songs that when I do play it, I think, why do I never play this one? I always enjoy doing it. So going out for both of you guys, this one's called The Wind, which we could use a little of right now. Little boy playing on the shore with his father throws a pail of sand straight into the water. He says, Daddy, I'm filling up the sea. It's funny how that little guy sounds like me. Neither of us fathom what's beyond our control. But I remember the story that an old sailor once told. He said, I can build myself a boat, I can sail away, I can plow through storms, I can cut through waves, I can chart my course according to my plan, and I can name my final destination, and I can head my bow in that direction. But will I reach that port? I can't say if or when. 'Cause I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. Sometimes I get caught up in complexity and think that I can solve all of life's mysteries. But every time I come up with an answer, it's just another pail of sand in the sea. Sooner or later, it washes back on the beach. And this ocean of questions remains ever so deep. Do 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 do. So I raise my sails and I ride on the winds of faith. And I'm so tempted to call myself captain instead of first mate. I got buckets of answers if knowledge is what it takes. But I can fill up this ocean with one single ounce of faith. I can build myself a boat, I can sail away, I can plow through storms, I can cut through waves. I can chart my course according to my plan. I can name my final destination, and I can head my bow in that direction. But will I reach that port? I can't say if or when. 'Cause I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. Yeah, I can trim my sails, but I can't control the wind. I can't control the wind. A little boy playing on the shore with his father throws a pail of sand straight into the water. Thank both of you guys for the request on that one. Fun to play that one again. All right, well, let's see what we got up next. I think you're going to recognize this next character because he's already been on the show.
Well, I'm back in Phoenix. I can tell you it's about 20 degrees hotter here than it was in San Carlos. Probably about 110 here. But, you know, I miss the beach and I miss the water and I sure miss all the fun we had in San Carlos. So would you play for me Down in Paradise?
Rudy, I miss having you on this stage with me, and I know you miss being here. We're going to get Rudy back here for another show. Do you guys agree? Did you enjoy last week when we did that tribute to a bar down in Mexico? I had Rudy with me for 3 shows, plus the Rising Sun show that we did. Thank you, Rudy. This one goes out for you. A song written by Brent Burns, who was nice enough to let me record this on an album called Journey Round the Sun. Thought I'd enjoy some time away, sandy beaches and sunny days. It's as beautiful as they say, but I don't want to stay. And I'm down in paradise, Palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Sitting alone in a little cafe, watching boats sailing on the bay. This would be the perfect view. The only thing missing is you, and I'm down in paradise. Palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. I'm coming home to you, 'cause now I realize the only heaven for me is right there by your side. And I'm down in paradise. Palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Down in paradise. Palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. No, you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. No, you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Rudy, thanks for the request on that one. And Brent Burns, thank you for letting me record that one. Brent, if you're out there watching, how you doing, bud? All my Trop Rock friends, we've all had some changes in plans this summer, as you guys can guess, but thank you so much for supporting all of us with these online shows. Hey, there's somebody far away watching tonight who wanted to hear a song, and I think you're going to recognize this face. Let's see who we got up next.
Can you play me the song Marisol? Because my name is Marisol, and you are the best dad in the world.
Did you hear? She's not that far away. She's right around the corner over there. And our house that way in Miramar. Marisol, thank you. I had to pay her extra to say you're the best daddy in the world. Did you guys actually buy that for a second? Going out for Marisol. And she lives up to her name because she loves the ocean and she loves the sun. Mar means ocean, sol means sun. Just in case you're wondering where her name came from, I never thought anything in life could ever be as beautiful as sea and sun together, at least until the day she came along. Now, oh, 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 I love my little Marisol. Oh, 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 her smile lights up my world. Oh, 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 I love my little Marisol. Oh, 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 she's just her daddy's girl. Sure, I love my sons, I love housing's fun, but there are things that only daughters do. Now that pink dress and those little shoes are matching, I can't believe she's already into fashion. She's gonna break a heart or two. Now, oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Oh, whoa, 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 her ribbons and her curls. Oh, whoa, 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 I love my little mighty soul. Oh, whoa, 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 she's just her daddy's girl. She's growing up too fast, and each day she's prettier than the one before. I don't want to think about the day some kid comes knocking on my door, singing, oh, whoa, 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 I love your daughter, mighty soul. More than anything in this world. Oh, whoa, 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 he'll be in love with mighty soul. Oh, whoa, 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 she's just her daddy's girl. She'll always be her daddy's girl. Whoa, whoa, I love my little mighty soul. I do. All right. Well, she's not the only Mulligan kid who'd like to hear a song. Let's head up north.
Hey, Papa, how's it going, man? I just wanted to wish you luck in your show tomorrow. Hope you're doing a good job. Excellent job. Say hi to Mom, to the kids, and Nikki for me. I know you're asking for a request, so my request for you is this song right here, man. This song right here.
Marcos, I miss you. We all miss you. Marcos is doing so well up there in Alaska. How about last week when he worked 105 hours in 1 week? And I'm so excited because when he gets home, I'm going to ask him for a loan. This goes out for him. And I know he's feeling this way right now. Looking forward to getting home again. Where there's a hammock, there's a woman, there's babies, and there's me. And there's a seagull sitting on a half-sunk fishing boat. And there's a sail sliding across the sea. And it's good to be home again and feel the sunshine on my skin and listen to the sound of the wind telling me it's nice knowing you'll be here for a while. So kick your shoes off and smile. Ain't it good to be home again? Now there's moonlight and there's laughter and there's a song, a seaside lullaby, and there's a feeling like I don't need a rhyme or a reason. So pleased to be back by your side. And it's good to be home again and hear those waves rolling in. Where in the world have I been? And it's funny how the summer just disappears a little faster every year. Ain't it good to be home again? There he is. Won't be long, Marcos. And it's amazing how it suddenly seems so clear. The reason we're all here, ain't it good to be home again? Just for a moment, the world don't know where I am. No need to know demands. Ain't it good to be home again? Now there's a hammock. There's a woman. There's babies. And there's me. Going out for my oldest boy, Monico's 19 years old now and just doing such a great job up in Cordova, Alaska with Copper River Seafoods up there. Fun adventures coming up for him too. I don't know if you knew this, but Monico's is going to be going back and forth now between a job in Alaska and a job in Hawaii. How about this? We've had some change in plans for the coming year, which I'm going to keep you guys all filled in. But we're going to get a chance to see Monico's in mid-September, and that'll be really fun for the whole family. Okay, not the only Mulligan who wanted to hear a song. You're going to recognize this girl right here.
Hi, Mark. My name is Elsa, and I'm a big fan of you. Could you please sing What a Ride? It's one of my favorite songs, and I think you boys sound so macho. And if you sing good, I can meet you after the show.
This one goes out for Elsa. Everybody give it up for Elsa. I better sing this one good because of what she promised me. Everybody, let's sing this opening part. La 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 la. One more time. Na 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 na. I walked into that bar in Kirkland Junction. The place was full of cowboys as I whipped out my guitar with a bar stool for a stage and $50 in pay. Just a few songs into my very first solo gig. He said, "My name's Guy and I don't like your music. Uh-oh. Would you kindly take that guitar, drink your beer, and hit the road?" I said, "Guy, I'll tell you what. Name any song you want, and if you stump me, I swear I'm out the door." Thank God I knew Guy's favorite tune that night. Probably saved my life. If not for rose-colored glasses, what would have happened? I might have gotten killed that night. But Guy just took his hat off and he stuck it on my head, slapped me on the back and said, "I like this kid." And as I look back now, I just say, wow, what a ride. Na 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 na. Come on, guys, I can't quite hear you. Everybody. Na 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 na. In a cantina 60 miles south of the border. Used to be a prison, then a brothel, then a bar. Well, my first career mistake was playing their spring break and wondering, where's my chicken wire? Some punk crawled up on stage and grabbed the microphone so he could scream the F word to all his wasted friends. Well, I kicked his butt off stage and he flew into a rage, and a billiard ball came flying at my head. Had I not been sober, I might not have moved over and I'd be dead. An 8-ball to the head. But it just grazed my ear and I spilled my beer. That was it. Oh yeah, but not for him. His buddies blew him off and he couldn't afford the bail. Bet he won't talk about that week he spent in jail. 'Cause what happens in Mexico, we know how that goes. Oh my. Are you ready to sing? Na 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 na. I know we can do better than that. Na 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 na. Now the years have come and gone, and I've been successful at avoiding any type of what they call a real job. And the more that I turn gray, the more I love to play. So thank you guys for listening to my song. From that very first tune in that cowboy saloon, I never knew where the road would lead. From sleeping in cars on beaches and bars, I see a lot of miles between. From Kirkland Junction to the Texas coast, Southern Cal to Florida, then down to Mexico. I've seen buses and trains and boats and planes on this ride, this amazing ride. So hand me a guitar, toss me a mic, and I'll keep on singing until the day I die. And with my last breath, I'll say no regrets. What a ride. What a ride. Been quite a ride. Been quite a ride. Thanks for the ride. Did my voice sound macho enough for all you guys out there? Well, thank you very much. Hey, if you have a song you would like to hear, Elsa, ¿cómo andamos en tiempo? 609. If you have a song you would like to hear, even if you don't have a video request of it, that's okay. You can just let us know. And, you know, we're doing original songs because last week we had some issues with YouTube doing cover songs. And so I'm kind of staying away from those until we resolve that issue right now. Those photos, no? I had a photo sent to me that I wanted to show you guys. Will and Mona are up in Ontario, Canada, watching this. And isn't that just a cool shot? I mean, all show, you've been looking at pictures of the ocean and of sunsets, all sent in to us by San Carlos residents, not by professional photographers. But this is just kind of a different look for San Carlos right there. Isn't that cool? Will and Mona, we miss you down here. Now, this next one is from a buddy of mine out in San Diego. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure this picture is even from here. But it's just such a cool sunset, and I'm a sunset freak. And so Jim Grant takes amazing pictures. His stuff has made magazines. He's pretty famous, actually. So, Jim, great work on that one. Elsa, tenemos pedido. Here comes my request girl. All right. I'm going to send this next one out for Sherry. Sherry and Bill are watching us in Florida, and they tune in every single week. Sherry, I really appreciate that. And Bill, this next one's going to go out for you. I know you're going to recognize the first lines of the song because it goes just like this. Let me make sure I remember it. Hold on. Sitting here. Yeah. Red, red wine. Sick and tired of this cubicle. 6 o'clock and I'm stuck here still. My screensaver's got me staring at the Caribbean. Reggae tune running through my head, wishing I was there instead. somewhere in the sand. You and me singing, everybody. A little red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs. Some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine and a lot of one love. One love. This is your part. One love. One love. Someday, girl, we're out of here. Game plan gonna disappear. And once we're gone, we're never coming back again. It's gonna be blue water and 4 bare feet, hot sun and frozen drinks, beach bar swings, swaying to a steel drum band, playing red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley and a couple beach chairs, some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine and a lot of one love. One love. One love. This mama thing's got you losing your mind. I'm an eternity from being retired, but just 1 minute from heading on home to you. Here I come with some red, red wine and a lot of one love. Bob Marley in a couple beach chairs, some UB40 and I'll be there with some red, red wine. Red, red wine and a lot of one love. Jimmy Cliff and a couple beach chairs, a little Buffett and I'll be there with some red, red wine. Red, red wine. Red, red wine. And a lot of one love. One love. Come on, help me out now. One love. One love. One love. Let's get together and feel all right. Going out for Bill and Sherry watching us in Punta Gorda, Florida. I'm getting out to Punta Gorda in October, and I'll be joined by Kelly and Sonny Jim and Bill and Sherry. I look forward to seeing you and a whole bunch of our Florida friends there. Okay, Elsa, I know we had another request on there. I'm going to play another request. Oh, and a very special one. And then I do have a special video that I'd like to show also. Oh, you know what we're going to do first? I'm going to play one song for you. And then I think we are going to give away some cookies. I told you guys before, whoever sent me the best videos would win a half dozen of my mom, Teresa Mulligan's her famous cookies. She makes awesome big chocolate chip and M&M cookies. So stay tuned because we're about to announce the grand prize winners on this one. We're going to give away 2 sets of those. I hope you've worked up an appetite. All right. Elsa, el nombre del cumpleaños. I'm going to sneak this one in right now also for Susan. Susan Reamer Scott, happy birthday. Would everybody join me in singing for Susan? I hope she's enjoying this day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Susan. All right, Franklin, I got one coming up for you right now. Franklin Go Downs, thanks for tuning in again tonight. Oh, Franklin, it's your mother's birthday? Oh, was that her, Susan? Oh. Oh, well, Franklin, happy birthday to your mom. And I hope she's with us tonight. And I appreciate you tuning in. And this one right here goes out for you. And it's all about life in a beach town. The tourist traps are hopping, the bayfront bars are rocking, and it's barely even noon. Won't you listen to the tunes? The bands all sound like Buffett. The out-of-towners love it when that steel drummer takes the stage, 'cause he's a legend in this place. The whole crowd is swaying to the reggae sound. Oh, oh, la, la, life in a beach town. The local folks have seen it all. They remember when this place was small, but my God, all that has changed. So they grumble and complain about the college kids with fake IDs, the traffic jams and the crowded streets in those high-rise hotels. But that's what pays the bills. And come Monday morning, they'll all be gone. Oh, oh, la, la, life in a beach town. So hang a close sign on the door. We're locking up this little store, 'cause outside it's 85 degrees, maybe a little warmer than that. So grab my fins and my fishing gear, let's hit the beach and get out of here, 'cause I feel the need for sand beneath my feet. Pete breaks out an old guitar. He bought it from a guy in a bar by the name of Shrimper Joe, for $20 and a 6 to go. A crowd starts a-forming. They got Coke and Captain Morgan, and Pete's known to have a few. Yeah, fire up the barbecue, 'cause it's volleyball and blenders all day long. Oh, oh, la, la, life in a beach town. And now the Pelicans, they're putting on a show for the big yachts and the charter boats and those sailors out harnessing the breeze. And all the sunburned fishermen just trying to reel that big one in. Now it's a crazy life out past the reef. Now there's a painted sky beyond the pier. So before we head on out of here, let's raise our glasses to the sea. Lift them up, guys, and make a toast to you and me. We all applaud as the golden sun goes down. Let's do it now. Oh, oh, la, la. Everybody. Oh, oh, la, la. Oh, oh, la, la. Life in a beach town. Kind of like living in this beach town, San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. In case you're curious where we are, if you went to Tucson, we'd be about a 5.5 hour drive south of that, maybe 7.5 hours from Phoenix. Easy drive coming down on like an interstate quality highway. You no longer have to drive through any cities. Beautiful toll road that just gets you down here quick and safely. Lots of traffic. It's patrolled. So you're very safe. That's always a concern for people when they travel outside the country. I hope you'll come down here when travel becomes more possible for you to beautiful San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. And I certainly hope you will keep in mind the people who gave me this beautiful condo to use with my family, Seaside Realty. You'll enjoy staying in one of these. We've got some more requests coming up, but I first want to give away some cookies. So tell you what, I'm going to show you the video of one person, actually a group of people on this one, who have won the first half dozen cookies from my mom, their choice of either chocolate, chip, or M&M. Let's see which video it is, because I think he put some effort into this one.
Let's turn around. Back to the sea.
That's the song that we discovered Mark Mulligan on driving to work one day after returning from Mexico.
Turn around and run!
Sean, Shara, and Maddie, for your effort on that one and for your acting skills, you just won a half dozen cookies. All right, let's see who else has won a half dozen cookies.
Crazy man singing this song for you. I got the sea and the shore outside my door. Slap me if I ever complain. It's morning on the island, the sun is shining, and I'd be smiling today.
How about those dance moves? You know, just doing that got him a half dozen cookies. And guys, I've got good news for you. We're going to up it for you. I'm going to give another half dozen cookies to some other people right here, too. I'm going to give a half dozen to Taylor Nelson because she was the first person to respond. And as I told you before, I desperately need her age demographic. She makes me feel cool by listening to my stuff. Taylor Nelson, you just won 6 cookies from my mom, your choice of chocolate chip or M&M, and these babies are awesome. And I'll tell you what, one other group that put a lot of effort into sending videos tonight, I want to send a half dozen of these babies to Cape LeClaire for the whole gang there that tunes in every week. They sent me some cool requests tonight, and so they also have earned a half dozen cookies from my mom. All you guys got to do is send us a mailing address. You can do that in the comments. You can send it to my email, and we're going to get those cookies to you. Enjoy them, especially since I never get cookies from my mom. I never get to go to the States anymore, so I don't know. Save me one, guys. I want to say happy anniversary to my friends Tim and Dina Doherty. What a special couple. I got to play at their 50th wedding anniversary just a couple of years ago in Creede, Colorado, and this is one of the songs I played for them. I usually play it on a piano, but I was too lazy to bring it tonight, so I'll play it for you on guitar. If you're at home watching this with somebody you love, pull them off the couch right now and dance and celebrate with Tim and Dina because this Wednesday is their anniversary. Hey, Tim and Dina, if it's okay with you, we're going to let some other people celebrate with you on this. Stay tuned on this one, guys, because you just might see yourself in this little video we're going to put on for you. We're going back to when you got married. Granddad fell in love with my grandma back in 25. He knew right then she was the one. Now there they are in black and white. And as I wipe the dust off of that frame, I know that they're together once again. I would have loved to live back when the world didn't spin so fast. Things were different way back then. Yeah, love was made to last. It was more than just some store-bought ring. No, those vows they made meant everything. I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began. When I took your hand and said, I want to love you, I want to love you like that. One day we stood up before God and everyone we knew. I gave my word, you gave your heart, and we softly said, I do, with a promise to live faithfully for not a day less than eternity. So here we are now, me and you, raising 4 kids of our own. We've done the best that we can do to make this house into a home. And our kids will meet someone someday. And when they think of us, I hope that they will say, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began, when I took your hand and said, I want to love you, I want to love you like that, or I don't want to love you at all. Someday I want to look back at a picture hanging up on a wall and remember how it all began, when I took your hand and said, I want to love you, I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. I want to love you like that. Tim and Dina, happy anniversary to you guys. We sure miss you in San Carlos. And the rest of you guys, man, are you looking good in those pictures or what? Well, we got a couple of requests to get to here. Got some good ones. And guess what? We got another birthday tomorrow, and it's going out from my buddy up in Green Valley. His name is Dave Dickinson. And Lindsay and Dave, I hope you are celebrating. You'll be celebrating tomorrow. Let's get an early start on it with this song for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dave. Esta próxima canción tiene carpeta Pacífico Blue. Tiene carpeta instrucciones también. Donna Gorman, I miss you too. We played a song before that was kind of dedicated to your dad. Christine Sullivan asked for There's Always Mañana. Well, this one goes out for you and for anybody else out there who just may be drinking an ice-cold Mexican cerveza as they watch today's show. Blue water and sunny skies, another day in paradise. It wasn't long ago we said goodbye, and I ended up down here. Now who's to blame? I can't recall, but who cares? It doesn't matter at all, 'cause I'm a world away from you, sucking down an ice-cold beer. But things never quite work out like I planned. What you doing back on my mind again? Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. Now I could tell you about the fun I've had. At first it really wasn't all that bad. The weather's nice and the people are too, so how could I complain? But last night when I was all alone, I left a message at the sound of the tone and said, honey, won't you pick up the phone before I go insane? You cut me off and you left me hanging on the line. Pulled out a glass and I chased you off my mind. Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. You guys ready to sing with me here? Sand, dollars, and pesos, a slight buzz and a sunburned nose. It ain't much, but it's something to show for all this wasted time. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. I thought the beaches and the ocean view were all I needed to get over you. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. The sun is shining like tequila gold, but I'm Pacifico blue. Going out for Donna Gorman. Donna, our newlywed out there. Hope you and Jason are doing well. I'm going to throw in a song right now and a video we're going to include in this of a little announcement about something that happened up the coast that my Rocky Point friends are familiar with. So first, let me play this video. We're going to go to my friend Chris Nichols. We're going to go to my friend Chris Nichols, who's going to explain something to you. And then I'm going to come back with a song I'd like to dedicate to some folks up there.
Hi guys, Chrissy Nichols and Rick Nichols from Margarita Mermaids, Rocky Point, Mexico. Wanted to give a shout out and say hello to everybody at Mulligan's Island. Mark Mulligan, you are one awesome man. Thank you so much for dedicating your show on July 30th at 5 p.m. on your Facebook page, live musics. We really appreciate it. You know, if you guys don't know, let me catch you up. Rick and I had to close our restaurant, The Satisfied Frog, on May 31st due to COVID. It was very sad, The Satisfied Frog, after 7 years. And we decided that it was time for us to open our own place. And we did. Same location. It's called Margarita Mermaids. Well, guess what? We did a complete remodel. We opened up. It was beautiful. I'll share some photos in a minute. And you know what? On last Saturday night at 9 p.m. we closed, I turned to the crew and I said, you guys, we're ready to go. Well, we turned off the lights. We all went home looking forward to a fried chicken sundae the next day. And I got a call at 1 a.m. and we had a devastating electrical fire in our kitchen. And it pretty much, it took everything. We lost everything but most of our tables and chairs we still have, and we have the bar intact, but everything else in the kitchen and such was ruined. And so because of this, Mark Mulligan, our good friend, offered to do a fundraiser for us online. And so how this works is this. During the show, which is July 30th, starts at 5 p.m. on Mark Mulligan's Facebook page, he will play us some awesome music. Don't forget to get your favorites. Please join us online. And the links for donations, if you can, will be on the page the whole time. And more importantly, you guys, let's support Mark and everything he does. We love him, and we can't wait to have him back in Rocky Point and at Margarita Mermaids. So I got to give you guys a heads up. We're not going anywhere, and neither is Mark. We're all going to come back together and have a great time. So let's start on Thursday, July 30th. That's this next Thursday, 5 p.m., Mark Mulligan Facebook page. You guys, thank you so much for supporting us and for supporting Mark, and we'll see you then. Thanks.
Rick and Chris, all of our prayers and thoughts are with you. They had just got that place going, too. Satisfied Frog, where they used to, in the same building, was such a great place to play. I met a whole lot of you guys who were watching the show at the Satisfied Frog. So what I'm going to do on Thursday, as Chris mentioned, I'm going to do a special Thursday night show. It'll probably just be an hour long, maybe 90 minutes. And everything that comes in on the Thursday show is going to go to helping Rick and Chris to get back on their feet, because they've done so much for other people. I think it'd be a special thing, especially if you know somebody who goes to Rocky Point. If you know somebody who visits there, what a perfect time to help out Rick and Chris on this. and very soon, I know I'll be back there singing at Margarita Mermaids, the name of the new place. I have to tell you one other thing before I sing this song. One special thing is how many people came together at the night of the fire and the next day to help them clean up. And it wasn't just Rocky Point locals. You know what makes it really cool? Her competitors all jumped in. I'm thinking of places off the top of my head like Jill's Joint, Mandy's Beach Club, the Tequila Bar, Boo Bar, Shark Bite. And the competitors, and I put that in quotes, isn't that cool that they stepped up and helped out a fellow competitor, but a fellow friend in need? And that's an example to all of us, especially in these times right now. This one goes out for them, and in fact, you just might see a few of those people in this song, because it's called "My Kind of People." Jim was lying in a hospital. They thought he was gonna die. His brother said, "Bro, I got an idea. You wanna go for a ride?" The car's all packed, the engine is running. I'm heading for Mexico. Jim said, "I'm in." The nurse freaked out and he hobbled on out the door. 10 years later, Jim's still kicking and he's got himself a beautiful gal. Running round this little beach town, the boy's still having a ball. Let me tell you about my kind of people in my kind of place, my kind of moments, my kind of days. Now Cesar's got a seaside joint just south of here. Forget about that pina colada, 'cause all he's got is beer. The place ain't nothing but a fallen down shack, weathered by the waves and wind. I hope you like water, 'cause you'll be sitting in it when the tide comes rolling in. He'll cook you a fish that he cooked that day, then he'll belt out another song. He'll drink half your beer, but don't worry, buddy, the next one's on the house. I'm talking about my kind of people in my kind of place, my kind of moments, my kind of days. It's my kind of day to just hang out with Chris and Rick and all my Rocky Point friends too. I'll catch you at Margaritas and Mermaids real soon for a bite. He had a life in the real world, now he goes by Captain Bob. Down here no one knows your last name, but everybody knows who you are. Like Larry and Maris, Giggles and Bruce, Kate and La Manga John. Yeah, Howard, he got up to 4 boats. And Bomberg, he'll come back to town. There's Rick and Chris, Carla and Denny, and Flint from Barracuda Bob's. On just another Tuesday and not much news day, and that's all right with us. Some guitar playing gringos banging out a tune and they're tearing up the old dance floor. Rick asked me, "Otra más?" But who can ask for anything more when you're singing for my kind of people in my kind of place, my kind of moments on my kind of days? Everybody now. My kind of people in my kind of place, my kind of moments, these are my kind of days. Did you see those people lending a hand, competitors and just concerned friends? One thing that I love about living in Mexico, I've been here for 27 years now, is when we come to places like San Carlos or Rocky Point or Keno Bay or La Paz or wherever it may be, I think that in a way, a lot of us make a decision to just leave whatever kind of problems that we have, the fights and all the differences and all that, kind of leave it behind us. It's not like people stop believing what they believe. They still do. They might still go home and watch their favorite news channel. But what I love is at places like Margarita Mermaids or when I sing at La Palapa or whatever it might be, do you guys realize that I have never yet seen a disagreement between people? And I love how Leslie and Giggles are my front row, and you couldn't get more opposite politically. One of them is very liberal, one's very conservative. I won't tell you which is which. But they sit together, and if Leslie needs help, Giggles would be right there, and vice versa. And that is so true of just about all of my Mexico friends, and it makes it so much more fun living here. And I kind of hope that that spreads around, not just here south of the border among us expats, but even for people who might be up north and dealing with some of those issues themselves. All right. This next one is going to go out for a special person, too. I got to play Barry and Jana's Renewal of Vows right over there in Miramar, near my house. That was many years ago, the Renewal of Vows, and they're still together and more in love than ever. This song goes so well with the sound of the breaking waves behind me, and it's what they'd like to hear. A friend of mine said, man, you mellowed out. You're not as wild as you once used to be. He said, come back to the city. I said, come down to the sea. Now my skin's a little darker, and he sounded more like me. You see, I've been mellowed by a sunrise that greets me on an early Sunday morning. Mellowed by the tide that rolls in on a lazy summer day. Mellowed by the winds and these spinnakers and sails, the seagulls and the pelicans, the dolphins and the waves. What happened to that wild man now? He's just kicking back, laying low, easy and mellow. 60 minutes out there on my little boat. These days, that's what I call happy hour. I still toss a few back, but I can't pound them all night long. I'll be dozing in my hammock as they're closing down the bar. I've been mellowed by the breeze that blows in off that blue and rippling water. Mellowed by the tide that rolls in on a lazy summer day. Mellowed by the feel of sand between my toes. Mellowed like that lazy dog all curled up on my floor. I used to like the fast lane, now I'll take it nice and slow. Laid back, easy and mellow. Mellowed by this song I'm singing in my soul. Mellowed by the knowledge it's all out of my control. So I'll take these days and I'll live them out the best way that I know. Laid back, easy, and mellowed by the moonlight and the silhouettes of boats on the horizon. Mellowed by the tales from I'm an old man about the one that got away. Mellowed by the sea, mellowed by the stars, mellowed like mahogany on the back of my guitar. I've always been so type A, now I just wanna be laid back, easy and mellow, tuned out, unplugged, out of reach, out of touch, mellow. Thank you, Barry and Jana, for the request on that one. ¿Podemos poner más fotos de bodas? Si hubo algunos que no mostramos antes, o aniversarios, o lo que sea. Okay. Hey, I want to wish happy anniversary to my friends Paul and Peggy Gregory. 57 years. Everybody, give it up for them, because that's pretty cool. 57. Tim and Dina, I was really impressed with you until just announcing that. You got some catching up to do. I'm kidding you. Paul and Peggy, thank you. You guys always come and support me at La Palapa Griega in San Carlos. I know you're up in San Pedro, California right now, and this next one is going to go out for you. And I hope it describes you, and I hope it describes some of the friends of yours we're going to show in this next song. Bodas, aniversarios, lo que sea. Yo creo que puro rollo. Está bien, poco de mí. Have not yet recorded the song. It's one of my latest. Still recall the first time that we met. It's one of my favorite memories. Right up there with the day we wed. So it might sound kind of crazy when the best that I can do, each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Seeing that blue line on an EPT, or checking out that first ultrasound. Sometimes it's all one big blur to me. So what am I supposed to do? What can I say? Each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile as I look back on times I can't forget. 'Cause my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. We got a lifetime of history, but we've only begun. Just imagine all the things we still ain't done. So each time she asks me if I had to choose among my favorite memories, which ones they'd be, I just shrug and smile, 'cause we've had a blast, I must admit. Still my favorite memories are the ones we still ain't made yet. Those memories we still ain't made yet. So many memories we still ain't made yet. Happy anniversary, Paul and Peggy. Congratulations to you, and 57 more years to you. I know you're going to do it. All right, let me check with my request girl. I think we have time for just maybe one more. Is that it? We got all the requests in? Excellent. Hey, real quickly, before I do another song here, I'm going to just do one more for you. I want to remind you that on Thursday, I'm going to be doing a special show, and especially if you know somebody who goes to Rocky Point quite a bit. Pablo, put this up in this. Thank goodness. If you know somebody who goes to Rocky Point, this might be an extra meaningful song for them because 100% of whatever people whatever they tip that night on Venmo or PayPal, whatever, it's all going to help Rick and Chris get back on their feet at Margarita Mermaids. After all the good things they've done for everybody else, it's their turn to be the recipients of some love. That's Thursday night, 5 o'clock. I'm going to be doing it from this patio. That night will be a little bit different because you're hearing only my songs tonight, but we're going to play some songs, including some cover songs that I always play in Rocky Point. It'll be fun, and it'll probably be an hour to a 90-minute long show, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, this Thursday night, one night only, a benefit for Margarita Mermaids. Real quickly, also, before I do one last song, can I at least also say happy birthday? I'm just seeing this right now to Bill and Linda. It's an anniversary, yes, for Bill and Linda Eckrecht. And they're celebrating 53 years on July the 29th. There's just love in the air among you guys tonight. Give them a round of applause. Thanks for celebrating, and thanks for watching tonight. This little thing right here is my latest project. And this has got all of my CDs that are usually $13 each. We put them all. There's like 15 different albums on here. You do the math. You save a ton of money. Even the shipping is free on it. $49, you get it all. And this even includes like my gospel flavored Rising Sun. It's got everything from my old stuff to my new stuff. $49. We put it at the absolute lowest we could because my whole idea with these shows is I'm singing to some new faces, and I sure would love to have you pick up my music. And then when I go back on the road eventually, who knows, I may even see you at a show, unless you hated this thing, and then I'll never see you again. So $49. You can do that on either Venmo or PayPal. You can also do it off my website. And we will ship it out to you, and that'll go out from Phoenix tomorrow. I'm going to do one more song. And I want to congratulate my friends Tom Shepard and Coley McCabe, his beautiful wife, because they just, after so many, many years of being on the road and Tom being away from his son, they have made the move. They've bought a house in Sandpoint, Idaho, and it's a beautiful house and a beautiful place. Tom, I love the fact that it's right near your son, so you can spend even more time together. Coley, that's so cool of you two. This one goes out for both of you because this is a song that I wrote with Tom, and I'm going to close it out, and I hope you all sing along to the title track of one of my most recent CDs. The old man drank a beer every now and then. One day we cracked a couple, just me and him. At 80 years old, all the stories he could tell ya about far-flung friends from France to Venezuela. He said I swigged Fosters with Aussies and Guinness in an Irish pub. Shiner Bock and looking back, and buddy, sure enough, it's all the same beer, different can. Just different labels and different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand. It's all the same beer, different can. There he is. That guy never stops smiling. Our pal Tom Shepard played a tour overseas, singing for all our folks stationed in the Middle East, at the ambassador's home right there in Riyadh. He sang a special song he'd written about his dad. And when the show was over, he was loading up his band. This guy walked up to Tom and stuck out his hand. He said, that song about your father really meant a lot to me, 'cause I just lost mine. You described him perfectly. Now that man had on a white robe, he wore sandals on his feet, he had a guitar on his head, and man, it ain't that hard to see we're all the same beer, different can. Just different labels and different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand we're all the same beer, different can. Now the old man said, I believe God's gonna get a good laugh when we learn all of us Buds and Millers and Land Sharks and Coors and even Pabst are all the same beer, different can. Just different labels and different brands. But the more you sip, the more you understand we're all the same beer, different can. Is that right, guys? The more you sip, the more you understand we're all the same beer, different can. What a great night, guys. Sure appreciate you coming back week after week and keeping me and my family going. Hey, I also want to say happy anniversary to Jim and Linda Schrader. 53 years for them today. I'll be back on Thursday night playing a benefit for our friends up in Rocky Point and Margarita Mermaids. 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you then. God bless you guys.